Glitches on the first day of special voting in KwaZulu-Natal when a few protests threatened the voting process in parts of that province. The police were called in to restore calm in some of the areas, but the IEC says the special votes continued and the protest didn't cause much disruption. We now cross to Blain Herman in Durban at the IEC Centre. Blain, is it all systems go in Durban?
Yeah, thank you very much, Keshni. We'll come to you live from the KwaZulu-Natal ROC, the Provincial Results Operations Centre based at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. Well, Keshni, a lot's been happening in this province over the last couple of months. Political parties have crisscrossed the length and breadth of this province on their campaign trails, trying to convince the voter to pick them in this fifth national and provincial elections. Indeed, KZN is buzzing ahead of the May 7th poll. Remember, KwaZulu-Natal has the second highest number of voters in the country, with about 5.1 million people registered to vote in this province, and there's over 4,700 voting stations in this province, so we'll be keeping a close eye on them and over the next couple of days. Now, KZN indeed will be closely watched. We're expecting a number of international observers and around 17,000 police officers deployed across the province, making sure everything is free and fair and most of all safe. Now, police, were already pretty busy this morning. There were a few protests in the province. Earlier on, there was an IEC briefing. My colleague Ayanda Mshlongo is on the Results Operations Centre floor. She's been keeping tabs on the latest developments. Ayanda, good afternoon to you.
A very good afternoon to you, Blain.
What can you tell us about these protests? What did the IEC say?
Well, Blain, yes, as you said, Durban woke up to a number of service delivery protests this morning in and around the city of Durban. One was in the area of Lamontville, just to the south of Durban. We also had a service delivery protest in the area of Ndwedwe, that's just outside of Durban, with residents there protesting, demanding basic services, including water, electricity, housing, etc. And moving on to the far north, a more concerning area there, Blain, far north, just outside Lundi, there's service delivery protests there again, and we understand there that even the IEC officials that were in the area, as you know, the special voting process was due to started early this morning, so they blockaded the roads there, burning tires, etc., and that prevented IEC officials there in the Lundi area from being able to access that area. Police, as you had said, Blain, attended all of these scenes and were able to restore peace and order. And we understand, of course, from the SABC management is that the police are going to continue just to maintain peace in the areas where the service delivery protest took place earlier this morning.
I understand that there's about 64,000 special votes that will be cast in KwaZulu-Natal over the next 2 days. What can you tell us? How's the process going?
The process, aside, Blain, from that, a few glitches there in the morning due to the service delivery protest, the IEC has said that after the police were able to restore peace and order in those areas, the special voting process did go ahead. As you said, 64,000 special votes are expected to be cast over the 2 days, and of 50,000 of those are going to be home visits. Of course, IEC officials accompanied by the police officers. That has been going on fine throughout the day. No further problems or hiccups with that regard. At around 4 o'clock this afternoon, Blain, we will get an update as to how many votes the IEC officials were able, or votes were cast today. But so far, Blain, I can say that from the IEC that everything has gone smoothly.
I know Durban's currently experiencing some cold, wet weather. Is that affecting the IEC process in terms of the special vote?
Well, from the briefing, we did hear that several tents were blown away. Durban has experienced some strong winds throughout the day, but they were able then to sort that out and re-erect those tents. They are closely monitoring the weather, Blain. We are expecting that there could be a few showers. The IEC has always got a backup plan in case the weather comes in and tries to upset. But on the whole, they are saying that everything is prepared, and as I said, that they do have a backup plan in case the weather gets even worse than it is currently.
And thank you very much indeed for those details. We'll be catching up with Ayanda over the next couple of days for the latest election news. Our special edition of the election broadcast from KZN continues. For now, though, it's back to Johannesburg.
Thank you, Blain and Ayanda, bringing us up to speed on election preparations in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.